I don't need both of them right in front of me.
Hello and welcome to the J&J podcast. Today it's just Jamie and myself. And to start, let's talk about The Warning.
Yeah,
Now, we know they're from Mexico.
Monterrey, Mexico.
Yeah. And did you also know that they're all sisters?
Yes.
I'll try to say
I can even tell you oldest to youngest.
I was just trying to figure out how to say their last names, but I don't.
I won't because I will just butcher it. Like, I know one is.
I wasn't really concerned about their ages because
one is they call her Danny, but I think her name is Daniela. I think.
Yes. First names I can figure out. There's Daniela,
not the drummer,
who goes by Danny. There's Paulina, who goes by.
I know that's the wrong pronunciation of it. I saw an interview with them, and that is not how it's pronounced.
That could be why the short form or the nickname is Poe. P-A-U.
I think it's Paulina.
Okay.
I think, like, I'm clearly not Spanish, so don't quote me on that.
And the other one, okay, this one is challenging.
Alejandra.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. I think it's Ali, A-L-E.
Yeah, they call her Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
How far did you get in?
I actually ended up skimming through 4 of their albums.
So, yeah, but skimming through is not listening.
God. Well, I was listening to them while working.
I'm pretty sure I've listened to everything.
There is one song which is kind of creepy, and I'm hoping they didn't learn from first-hand experience. The one on their second album was called Stalker.
Oh, yeah. I kind of hope so too, but I didn't dive that deep into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't want to know if they had actually been stalked.
No. Oh, no, it's just, when I heard the song, if you listen to the lyrics in it, it's...
There you
go. So, I didn't do a dive on that one to see what happened, but I'm hoping that they didn't have a bad experience with that. I'm kind of hoping they just used their imaginations.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
And that's good. Strong songwriters can do that, right?
Mm-hmm. Because honestly, if you've seen them, it wouldn't be surprised if they had a stalker or two.
Are you saying they're attractive, Jay?
They make me feel old.
So you're saying they're attractive?
Yeah.
But they can play.
Yes, that they can do.
All 3 of them can sing.
I think all 3 of them do.
At times, it's mostly the one, but at times they all do. But they all have great voices.
Mm-hmm.
I saw an interview, and somebody asked them if they can all 3 of them sing, and so all 3 of them sang individually, and all 3 of them can sing.
I could see them doing that just to say, yes, look, this is what we can do.
Like they did one song. They did it acoustically because they were in the radio studio.
Yeah.
And didn't have a drum kit. So the drummer was the one that sang instead of the guitar player who usually sings it.
Why not?
And all 3 of them are great singers. Like, all 3 of them are great musicians, and I like how hard she actually hits them because she's a hard hitter.
I think you're saying that it means more like she's a passionate player.
Listen, if you're playing the drums in a band, you have passion. But some just hit it harder than others. Neil Peart, greatest drummer that ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
but he wasn't necessarily a hard hitter.
No, he just had a lot.
John Bonham was a hard hitter,
Mhm.
right? So it's just in how hard you hit the drums. It's basically what a hard hitter is,
Mhm.
and she hits them hard. I like it.
And they even bring out how was it? Inner working. Oh, brings back passion and inspiration for other artists too.
Yeah. Okay. So for idiots such as ourselves, when you're watching a drummer that's a hard hitter,
Mm-hmm.
it's far easier for people such as ourselves to tell that they're passion
Mm-hmm.
because you can see it. They're hitting them hard. And oddly enough, the people that hit them hard usually have a smile on their face. Usually,
Yeah.
so it's easier for idiots like us to say, "Oh, hey, they're really passionate." That doesn't mean drummers aren't passionate because they're all fucking passionate. If they're playing drums for a living, they have passion for drums,
Yeah.
right? So it's not that they don't have the passion. It's easier for idiots like us to tell that they have passion.
Yeah. So if you've listened to most of their stuff, have you noticed any difference in the sound between the first two albums and the last two albums?
Yes and no. They're still doing the same kind of music.
Mm-hmm. They're
Like they
still writing
didn't.
it the way they want to do it, and it's
Yeah,
being produced the way they want it done.
yeah. It hasn't gone like, well, this one's this, and this one's a ballad, and this one's like
Yeah, no.
they haven't jumped genres. So I mean, listen, with them, you can, if you have heard them before, as soon as you hear them, you know it's them.
Well, the first two albums were their indie albums, you could say. They're the ones they end up trying to. They're on an indie label and all that.
Okay, so this is how much I didn't do a deep dive, and it was just about listening to the music.
Okay.
I don't know who the record label is. If I had to guess, I'd say it's Napalm.
I'm not sure who it is, but they didn't get signed until they released Error.
Because Napalm signs everybody good. Keep Me Fed's good. Evolve is really good.
I know their influences are everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, their influences is just basically music in general.
Yeah, if it's good music, they're influenced by it. I'm curious to know who she's going to pass the guitar on to when it's her turn. It's kind of one of those things that the gift that keeps on giving, and they all seem to get along really well too. So that's a good thing. I mean, siblings fight, I suppose, but it doesn't seem like they're actually doing that right now.
Maybe they have a way of keeping it together.
Yeah. Unlike every other sibling group in the history of the world.
There's got to be maybe one.
Maybe they're special.
Well, I know other bands have kept it together, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe, hopefully.
I hope so, because I like them a lot.
Yeah. Well, they've been around since 2013, so.
To be honest, if I heard them in 2013, I probably wouldn't have liked them.
Yeah, well,
because I'm far more stuck up
a little
about music.
How
about we put it this way? I was far less willing to explore new things.
Well, I don't think they had anything released until 2015, so they had a few years there, but
yeah, even still, there was a lot going on for me, so it was basically what I knew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Trying to show you new things, there was issues trying to say, "Hey, you should check this out."
And I just said, why would I do that? Because I already listened to this. And they're the greatest of all time. In fairness, it was Iron Maiden and Metallica. So it quite literally was the greatest of all time.
You just didn't deviate at all.
Yeah, no, I really didn't. Now, the more I experience other stuff, the less likely I am to go back.
To what you were listening to before?
Yeah, like I still throw it on from time to time, but I'm just like, I'm really enjoying the stuff that I'm discovering.
Well, I'm going to continue with this one. I'm going to go back to that thought later on. So for this one, what was it? Error, that album. That was the first one I actually listened to from them.
I don't know what
was
the
yours?
first one I was.
Yeah.
What was the first one that I listened to? I don't know. I don't even know what the first song was that I listened to now.
Well, the reason I remember this one too is because I was listening to it in the car, and as we're driving along, the song "Money" came on.
Money's a good tune.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going around, and I get my daughter in the back seat. She's asking, "Is that a girl singing?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're all girls playing and singing." Oh, can you turn it up? Yeah, I can do that. And nice. Can you start it over? I want to hear it again from the beginning.
Nice.
So yeah, they got their approval from my daughter.
Nice.
Yeah. And she's never seen a video. She's only heard them on Spotify.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't really need to see the video.
Well, sometimes she likes seeing how they play.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Yeah, she likes looking for the live videos. Concert footage.
Okay, so that I have done. I have looked at some live stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to a point where you're listening to bands, you always kind of go to the live stuff to see how good they are live.
Mm-hmm.
Providing there was no editing in the video you're watching.
Yeah.
So I figured the best chance of that not happening was just watch a gig, like a whole thing.
Okay.
So I did that, and they sound great live.
That's good. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but if they're influencing Lizzie Hale to go back to working on some stuff, if they're keeping her energized for the show, then yeah, I'm definitely missing something here.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good. I like them a lot.
Yeah, I don't think I've ran into any songs that I would consider a favorite yet. I kind of just listen to all of them. If it's playing, it'll just play.
I've pretty much heard them all, and I haven't found one I didn't like. Like I don't need to skip the B-side, you know what I mean? I can just play. And off you go.
Well, sometimes I like the B-sides.
Okay, that's not what I said.
Well, yeah, you said you don't skip the B-side, so...
No, you can just... Yeah. A lot of the time, B-side's better anyway.
Yeah.
But you can just play it and let it go without skipping it.
Here's one I didn't know since I was trying to look up some stuff on them. How many songs do they have explicit lyrics warning on?
Oh, I don't know. Listen to How Much I Swear. You think I'd give a shit about that?
Well, they actually paid attention to this one.
Not something I pay attention to.
Okay, well, the band paid attention to this one. They have one.
They have one?
One. And it's on their newest album.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what the word was or what happened in it, but it was the Consume on the newest album, Keep Me Fed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they said, yeah, no, we needed to express this properly. So
Yeah, well,
it's time for us to.
sometimes you just need it. It just puts a little
Yeah,
oomph on it.
yeah,
Yeah, I get that.
yeah. So definitely no issues playing it for my daughter. So
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I like them a lot, and I think anybody that hasn't heard them should hear them.
what was it? The Keep Me Fed album was just released, I believe, October for the newest one. Although I think Sick was released as a single before the actual album came out, because I know I've
That
heard
one's
that
good too.
before it was released.
I like that one too.
Yeah. Trying to remember the one I was listening to where it was different because it was more of like a bass line instead of the heavier guitars.
Oh shit! I know that song.
Yeah, but they don't stick with the same formula. They
No.
change it up a bit, which is good.
Yeah,
It always keeps you interested. It's not
it's not
only
all the same.
yeah.
Like you know it's them regardless of the song because they have that sound,
Mhm.
but you don't know it's them because they're AC/DC and playing the same thing.
Yeah, they don't stick with the one
Yeah,
formula. Yeah, Hell You Call a Dream is pretty good too.
that's a fucking fantastic song. That's one of my favorite ones. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
It's been a little higher up on the playlist lately.
Yeah, I like that one and Evolve. I think are probably my two favorite ones. Evolve I like because they go. Oh no! Hang on. Let me sing it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Choke.
Choked. Which
Yes.
album?
I don't know. I was just looking for the song.
I was going to say you were just looking at
I know.
it.
But I wasn't looking on Spotify. I was just looking on YouTube. I wanted the song. The vocals in Choke are
That's on
impressive.
error.
It's the vocals in Choke are impressive. Yeah, but no, but they're impressive. Like that whole song, especially the chorus.
All right.
I
Well,
know, I know how hard it is to do something like that, and how much control is necessary to do something like that. Not that I can sing. I can't anymore. I've smoked too many cigarettes in my day.
I never could.
Oh, I used to be. I used to be a good singer, but then I just ruined it with the way I treated myself.
Well, you know what happens.
Yeah.
So, have you checked out any of their covers?
No, I'm
No.
afraid to. I'm afraid to because as
They have one cover that
biased
I know
opinion
of.
because I know what cover you're talking about.
Yeah, but it can't be that bad because it's actually
Okay.
endorsed by
No.
Metallica.
Listen, I have heard that song,
Mm-hmm.
and it was they totally rearranged it.
Yes, that they did.
It doesn't sound at all like the original.
No, but
So
it has parts of it other than the lyrics, but it has
yeah.
like certain parts of it still. So
So my issue with that one, it doesn't have anything to do with them and being good at it, being bad at it. Does it has to do with my God, can you please play a different Metallica song?
well, I thought the kicker would be because they did a cover of Metallica song, which is one of your favorite bands,
But
but they picked the one that was overplayed by like
yeah,
everybody.
if it was a different song, I would have listened to it after I started liking
Yeah,
them. Like that wouldn't have been the first thing I listened to.
yeah. I just know how you are for covers in general.
Because so we've talked about this before.
Yes.
You either have to do it exactly
Mm-hmm.
or change it entirely.
Which they kind of changed it
They
entirely.
change theirs entirely.
Yeah.
So it's not like they tried to do it
Mm-hmm.
the right way, but then they had to put their own twist on it. Okay, that's stupid. If you're gonna play it that close, just play it. But that's just me. Like either play it exactly or change it entirely, and they 100% change it entirely. I do know that because I did listen to like a minute and a half of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, "Yeah, it's this song. No, I can't." It's like, stop.
Yeah, I
If it
think I
was
listened to it once.
it literally, if it was any other song other than that one, I I would have. Well, there's a couple that I never want to hear because I don't like them. But
Have you checked out that compilation CD that is
no,
on the Metallica one?
no,
No, there's like what 6 or 8 different covers of Enter Sandman.
yeah, no. And I wonder why I haven't. So that means I'm already skipping half the album.
Oh no, there's like 4 discs.
Hmm. I know that there's a lot of people on there I don't want to hear doing a Metallica song.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of
Re-
people on there you
regardless,
probably don't want to hear it all.
regardless of Metallica endorsing it or not, doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear it. Does it make me stubborn and pig-headed? Probably. There's just some people I don't want to hear doing a Metallica song.
And then for being a newer group, they're already what I guess teaming up. You would say with other bands to do some stuff.
Oh, what's the word there? Why
Yeah.
don't I? Wow. Jesus, wow. It's like Cooperate or something like that.
Collaborate.
That's it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
they
I don't know why.
collaborated with what was it Band Made? I think they're
Yes.
called. Yeah.
And okay, don't get too into them because I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
do
no, no! I'm just talking about the one song, just one song.
okay, because I'm gonna do a pretty hefty dive on those guys too.
So they ended up doing Show Them with Band Made, which is a whole different. They've been around for like ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
They're also on the other side of the world in a small little country, so
yeah, I was actually released this year, apparently. Just because I was listening to them so much, it just showed up in my feed, and it's actually not that bad. Like you can hear where the warning comes in because you can just hear the one ale.
I listened to that song like when you were making me listen to it,
Mhm.
and I told you that, and I'll check them out, but not right now. Like we got a one thing at a time here.
Oh, I always got lots going on at the same time.
But I like to focus, dude, because if I got to do six at a time, it's no. Because then you get two into one and not enough into the other one, and it's no.
Okay, so you were talking about the drummer earlier.
Yes.
Have you checked out any of the awards that they've won?
No.
Okay, so in 2023, um, the drummer won 2 awards.
Like
She,
individual awards?
yeah, she was from modern. Oh, the award is Modern Drummers Readers Poll. She won in the category of up and coming.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and
I
the
would have voted for it too.
Drumeo Awards.
Uh,
She
she
was
was on Drumeo?
Yeah, she was on Drumeo, and she was voted the rock drummer of the year.
Well
So
done.
she won that one too.
I know exactly what Drumeo is. I'm going to Google that as soon as we are done.
I've never heard of Drumeo.
Okay, so Drumeo is they bring fairly two extremely famous drummers in, and they play them a song that they've never heard before, which sometimes is fucking tough. Um, but and they play it for them without the drums, and they're like, "Okay, you put your drums on this." They okay,
So they have to make up the drum line
yes,
for.
they do the drum part.
So they've never heard the song before.
No,
So they play all the other parts without the drum line, and they say, "You create the drum line for this."
yes,
Huh.
there's a couple. that come to mind, biased opinion because I'm a big Mike Portnoy fan. They actually made me listen to Nickelback because they picked a Nickelback song for Mike Portnoy, and I'm like, oh, I can't not. And if Nickelback ever wants to improve their stuff, get a Mike Portnoy. Because what he did to the drums in that song was just ridiculous. Made it listenable if you mute the voice.
so they
now that everybody knows where I stand on those assholes.
So they just grab like the studio session and remove the drum line and say, here you go, have fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like you the first time listened to it, and there was
I think I'm going to check these out.
There was another one. I think it was, oddly enough, again, I think it was Mike Portnoy. And he was doing
And he's from which band?
Dream Theater.
Oh, okay.
They were doing a Tool song. Which one? I'm going to get the name wrong, but I think it's like 35 to 6 or something like that.
I'm not sure.
No, I know I'm wrong, and Tool fans right now are like screaming at me.
Oh yeah,
but they know what one I'm talking about. It took him so long to learn how to play it that it was. They actually told you how long it took him to learn how to play it, which they never do.
Yeah,
they just like, here it is, you do this, and then blah blah blah.
Well, Tool is a whole different beast.
But and we know that when Mike Portnoy was, he was funny. He was like, "Are you serious? How do you expect me to learn this?" Yeah, it was really funny. Nice. Yeah, you should. Drumeo is pretty entertaining. I watch it because I am who I am. Mm-hmm. Some I don't watch at all.
Because you are who you are?
If, in fairness, had I known he was doing a Nickelback song, I wouldn't have watched it at all. Because that's how much I like them. But I'm a huge fan of his. I like Tool, so I was all over that one. They did one with... who was it? They did one with... I think it was Chad Smith. Did what the name of that band is, I do not know, but it's the Jared Leto's band.
I'm not sure offhand.
He did a song by them.
Nice,
and that was kind of cool.
Well, back to this one. It looks like she's nominated for Modern Drummers Readers Poll Rock category for this year.
And I can't think of anybody currently that will even contest with that.
Yeah. So I don't know if people can vote on that or not, but that one's still listed as pending.
If I could, I would.
Yeah.
Because I'd vote for her for sure.
Because it says readers poll, so I wonder if any of the readers actually have a say in that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of The Warning.
But yeah, so far that's the only wins that I've seen is the drummer winning.
Sometimes I just sit by myself and listen to The Warning.
It's normally been at work or in the car. Well, you've already heard in the car with my daughter, so...
Yeah, but that's not... that's not really... You can't really listen to it then.
Well, I listen when I get my chances.
I can only listen to it like that when I've actually heard it already. And I
played it over and over.
Yeah,
and
but
over.
if you can't hear a part, you got to be able to continue the part, right?
Yeah.
Because some songs just don't need a break.
Or some albums don't need a break either. So
yeah. Okay, so even for... I'll give an example. Even for people that don't like the kind of music that it is, picture In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Picture listening to that whole song, and it gets cut out right before the drum riff.
Ooh.
right? Like, no, you can't do it. You can't. If you're gonna listen, if you're gonna invest the time in the rest of the song, you got to hear that do 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 do. You just have to.
Yeah, there's been a few times, it comes on the radio and you just got to sit in the car because you're already at home, ready to go inside. And you just got to sit, wait for the part to come.
Yeah, that happens so many times. I've been asked so many times, what took you so long to get that song wasn't over.
Yeah. And then if you're ever around Mike Tyson and he's playing the air drums, make sure you're out of his reach.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes. Yes. You know what? The next one that comes to mind, like the biggest one, is "Kickstart My Heart." Just can't turn that song off. You gotta wait until it's over.
I'm surprised you didn't say Panama.
Well, that's if even the obvious note. Panama is a different one because Panama is okay. So let's create two brand new subgenres of what metal is. Okay. There's the songs that you have to let finish, and there's the songs that need to be turned up to like 15. Because that's where Panama is. The second
needs to be finished or has to be turned up?
Volume goes up all the way. As soon as there's one beat in Panama, all the way up. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Depends on the day.
Oh, it doesn't depend on any day. If you're in a bad mood, it's a good way to cheer you up. If you're in a good mood, it's a good way to keep you in a good mood. It's just, what a great tune.
Okay, so I mentioned how have that one creepy song. Let's see if I can find it.
Stalker, you said it was.
Yeah, Stalker.
I know I've heard it, but I don't recall it.
So, not because of the song. Oh, what was it doing? Not because of the song. It's just for the way it goes. For creepy words. There's "Closer My Love" by Entwine, which is another kind of creepy type song. You'd probably never listen to it because it starts out really weird. It's more of an alternative song.
But if you can get by the weird,
the lyrics in it are like, what is it? You get to his chorus and it's like, "Dry all your tears as we make love for the last time."
What's a breakup song?
Oh, it's a bad one.
Or is it more of a "get the fuck out of my life"?
No, it's like a bad breakup song. "Replace your heart with mine deep inside. Please stay with me tonight for the last time."
Oh, so somebody's gonna die. Or is that like that's the impression you're getting out of it?
The impression, like, really, I wouldn't say really dark, but it's just when you're in that one of those really bad moods.
Well, but then it's music, so
yeah.
There's a couple of things. I might interpret that song differently than you.
Oh, I think it's definitely open to interpretation,
and it would. Like, it depends how you interpret that song. Depends on what kind of mood you're in, what kind of mood I'm in. Like, if you're already in a fucking down and depressed mood, probably don't listen to that song.
Or some people just might because they're already in that mood.
Well, but then you might get it. It might hit different than it would.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The power ballad, "Keep on Loving You" by REO Speedwagon.
Uh-huh.
So, who is that? I think it was the guitarist.
Are we actually talking about the REO Speedwagon version, or did they cover it?
No. The REO Speedwagon version.
Okay.
So I think it was the guitarist. No, it wasn't. Who was it? Someone was actually talking about that song.
The singer.
And he's like, has anyone actually listened to the lyrics other than the chorus?
Yeah, it's not a very fun song.
No, it's
It's really not.
oh, where is it? Here it is. Song's lyrics are at times venomous. You play dead, but you never bled. Instead, you lay still in the grass, all coiled up and hissing.
Yep.
Cronin. You'll know.
Yeah, it's a singer.
Okay. But he's like, yeah. People play it at weddings and all that. And he's
Yeah,
like,
it's not a nice song. I would never
yeah.
play it at a wedding. Not ever. Because I actually knew that.
Now, everyone likes the chorus, but no one actually paid attention to the lyrics.
Nobody listens to the song itself. Oh, that's what.
Sort of like With or Without You?
Yeah. That's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, same kind of effect. That one gets played at weddings too, and I don't fucking.
Yeah, I would actually listen to the lyrics instead of just the chorus.
Yeah,
well, even part of the chorus.
Yeah, not mine.
Yeah. But it goes down to and how people interpret it at the time.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the problem, I think, is that people only interpret the chorus.
Well, it's because that's the part that you hear all the time over and over again, because you'll hear it on average 2 to 3 times per song.
Yeah. So people only... So you can have a dark, like, I'm going to blow your car up and stab your dog kind of song, but as long as it's got a nice, happy, upbeat chorus, people will just let it go by.
Oh, wait, there is a country song that way that, they're breaking the shit out of the...
Giving too much away this episode.
Oh, what else? I know there's more really kind of dark ones, but it all depends on how you interpret them.
Yes. Absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah. So, sometimes if you're out there looking to pick one of those magic moment songs, listen to the lyrics as well, not just the chorus.
Yes. Because if that's the... Although, I would like to be at the wedding where they pick the REO Speedwagon song. And it's the first time the wife has heard the song.
Oh, yeah. That's normally when they listen to all the words.
And she actually listens to it, and she's like, what the fuck? Or the guy hears it for the first time. That would be funny.
Mm.
I think I'd like to be there for that one.
You wouldn't get the reaction you're looking for.
I would enjoy it.
No, I don't think you'd get the reaction from them. I don't even think they'd notice.
No, that's probably fair, because they'd be...
Unless they're music fanatics, but then they wouldn't be picking that song.
They'd be all happy shit.
At least singing along with it. Oh, I know what I want to mention.
Where?
Have you heard the news about Paul Di'Anno?
That he died?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately it was last month. Yeah.
I also saw the tribute that Bruce Dickinson did for him.
Oh, I didn't know he did one.
Stage.
I didn't know Bruce did a tribute to him.
It was more of an Iron Maiden thing.
Yeah.
But it was, Bruce was the one talking. And rightfully so. He's the front man. But,
yeah.
But Bruce said some nice things about him.
Well, he was there for the first 2 albums.
He never didn't like him.
No.
But
just he does things different than the way Paul Di'Anno did it.
And Blaze Bayley.
Yeah. Like everyone does it a little bit differently. And for the rest of the stuff, his is one that stood out.
I actually feel bad for Blaze Bayley.
Oh, well, he kind of got stuck in a hard spot.
I don't think we as Iron Maiden fans gave him enough of a chance.
I don't think anyone really gave him a chance.
Well, because how the fuck do you follow Bruce Dickinson?
Yeah.
But,
But for the albums that Paul Di'Anno did,
Killers and
once you hear his version of it, those are the ones that kind of stick in your head.
Well, it's It's like this. The ones that he like those two albums.
Yeah.
You look at it this way: Paul Di'Anno was actually the perfect singer for those two albums.
Yes. Like for Phantom of the Opera, that's the only way I could hear it.
Yeah, because the songs on those two albums fit him really well. Right? They found a way to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think it was hard for them.
No.
But because he fit, and then I almost want to say the style of music on the first two albums was different than all the others.
Well, it was a little bit. It was still, the formative years.
It was a little bit slower, just a touch slower. Like, still had the solos and all that, right? But
yeah.
It was just in general, it was just a touch slower, I think. I don't know, obviously, but
yeah,
I think. But Paul Di'Anno fit those two albums. Now, could he pull off anything that Bruce Dickinson did? No.
No, they're totally different things.
No, not a chance. No fucking way. Going the other way, the songs that Paul Di'Anno did on those two albums, boy, do they sound good with Bruce Dickinson.
Well, they kept some of them with their the normal catalog that they would play.
Well, all of them, they have to.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I've ever seen Bruce do like Phantom of the Opera.
Always. He's been doing it for years.
I don't remember hearing him sing it.
I'm pretty sure they did it at Rock in Rio.
I think I have that one. I'll check that one out.
You do have that one.
Yeah. I'll check that one out.
There's a song list on it. I think they do it at Rock in Rio. I also think they did it on Legacy of the Beast.
I think I have
It's a live double album.
Yeah, I think I have that one on DVD.
I have the record. It's over there, and I don't want to check right now.
No.
But
well, I'll look into that later on.
I'm pretty sure they did it on there. Yeah, so everything, like Iron Maiden sounds wicked with Bruce Dickinson. Killers, like they all just sound awesome. Wrathchild, like Bruce Dickinson.
Oh yeah, I've heard Bruce doing that one.
And it's not taking a shot at Paul Di'Anno.
No,
obviously. But
no, he had a different way. Like he was kind of more like Blaze Bailey. He would attack everything. Like he had a sharper voice to go, like just go at it. He wasn't a melodic singer.
Yeah, Paul Di'Anno kind of was.
But him and Bruce are like completely different.
Yeah, they're polar opposite. Yeah. I agree. That's what I'm saying though. It's like Paul Di'Anno couldn't pull off the Bruce Dickinson stuff.
Yeah.
But Bruce Dickinson can absolutely do
his variation of what Paul Di'Anno did.
Well, and here's the thing: is when I know we're kind of talking about Blaze Bailey or Paul Di'Anno, but we're talking about Iron Maiden, so here we go.
Yeah.
Blaze Bailey, I think, could pull off a lot of the Bruce stuff.
He was good.
Listen to Klansman's one of my favorite fucking songs.
Yeah.
And that's a Blaze Bailey tune. It's one of my favorite ones. And so they got Bruce can pull off all the Blaze stuff because, again, it's fucking Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah.
But Blaze Bailey could pull off like most, if not all, of the Bruce stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe not as well. Didn't have the octaves that Bruce has, but
no,
he could do them. So like Blaze Bailey was underrated. Hindsight is a bitch because I was a kid when that happened, so I didn't really.
Well, when I was listening to him, I didn't even know the whole thing because my first album from Maiden was Somewhere in Time, and my second one was Virtual 11. So
late bloomer.
Yeah,
late bloomer. I think the first one I heard. Oh no, for sure, the first one I heard was Killers.
Yeah.
And I was a wee lad.
Yeah, so it kind of jumped in right when it was like Blaze's turn.
And then, so it's funny because for me, it's like it went in stages with Iron Maiden because
Mhm.
I heard Killers first, then I had to go back and listen to Iron Maiden, and or vice versa. I always get those two mixed up. I think Killers was the second one
Uh,
though. So
don't
either
know.
way, I went Killers and then Iron Maiden,
Mhm.
and then it was kind of a drop off, and then I heard Peace of Mind. Peace of Mind blew my fucking mind. What a great album. That's that for me. That's
Yeah, I heard that one definitely later on.
yeah.
So I
Oh
remember when I finally heard that one, you're like, "What? You haven't heard this?"
yeah. The best one for me. That's like for my money. It's Peace of Mind's the best one.
So, funny Iron Maiden um, quote for you, I guess.
Oh
So
God,
remember before I was mentioning,
who said it? Nico or Bruce?
no, it wasn't from Iron Maiden.
Oh okay.
Yeah. So remember before I was talking about how I almost had a cassette of Iron Maiden, but I didn't know who the hell they were. I
Uh,
found the album we were talking about.
I remember the story. I don't remember what
Yeah.
album it was.
Okay, so my mother at the time went out and bought the cassette. It was the album Seventh Son of a Seventh Son.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so she saw one song name on the back that she thought was the one she was looking for.
What song?
Only the Good Die Young.
She was looking for Billy Joel.
Yep. So she
Yeah,
put
not
that on. She's
the
like, yeah, no, this is
same. Not
not
the
it.
same. Not even close to being the same.
Yeah, so she goes, "Hey, do you want this one?" I'm like, okay. And, someone I knew took the tape before I even had a chance to listen to it.
It wasn't me. I swear to God.
I know it wasn't you because I was still in public school.
Okay. I
uh,
would have told you I was taking it.
but yeah, no, I finally found the album.
I mean, if it was No Prayer for Dying, you could have just let it throw it in the trash. That's the one for me that's like, whatever. I cannot hear that album. It's got Fear of the Dark on it, but other than that, fucking pitch it.
Which one?
No Prayer for Dying.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess
Even the bands we love do stuff we don't like.
it normally happens.
Well, I mean, No Prayer for Dying was in the 90s, so it took them a minute to get there.
Yeah. But at one point, there's always going to be something you're going to end up skipping.
Oh,
Sometimes it's not a whole album. Most of the time, it's just a track or two. But
no, the whole album. Literally the whole album now, because if I want Fear of the Dark, I can just YouTube it.
yeah.
So now, literally the whole album.
Okay, so I'll skip that one then.
Well, no, because you might feel differently than I do.
Comes back to the person who's listening to it.
Yeah, well, especially when you and I are the people in question.
Yeah.
You might actually like it.
I kind of listen to almost everything.
I can't even tell you why. It doesn't hit with me at all, other than Fear of the Dark, obviously. Like Fear of the Dark, yeah, hey, yay! That's one of the best Maiden tunes ever. But the album it's on is no. Not that it's complete shit. It's just if there's any of the 23 albums available, I will listen to that one always instead of.
Let's take a quick look. Okay, so you're saying Rock and Rio.
I'm probably wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again.
It does not have Phantom of the Opera.
Okay.
It has other Paul Giamatti songs, but not Phantom.
Well, listen, it might have just been me YouTubing it.
Maybe.
Because I know they do it. Oh, Legacy of the Beast.
Legacy of the Beast live. Aces High. The Hills. No. I don't think they do it live.
Well, that's incorrect.
Plate 666. So, like, it took them until, what, 2023 before they would play?
Here's one in 2013 that they did it live.
What was it 2020? It took until 2023 or something like that for them to play Alexander the Great live.
Well, that's a 13-minute fucking adventure, that one.
Yeah, but yeah, they didn't play it live up until like around 2023.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that one on YouTube.
Yeah.
He came up with a ridiculous fucking. Yeah. That's a good in that one.
Okay, well, I guess that's okay. Thanks for listening. Make sure to rate, review, like, follow us on. We are on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We're on major podcast platforms. And we're also part of jaysbasement.com. So until next time, bye.
We out.